Comanche's in the garage. Time to start making a mess. First things, get the front and rear bumpers off, make it shorter. Probably get the fenders and hood, what's left of the grill off. Basically make it easier to get to the stuff that I need to get to. So, start making a mess. So looking up at the hitch and the bumper mount, it's interesting. This being a 15 millimeter. This is a 16 millimeter. That's a 17 millimeter. This one is welded on, goober welded, and the hitch is welded to the bumper mount. It looks like an extra plate welded in between. I'm hesitant to do any weld or cutting on this right away because I do have a gas leak up here. So it looks like step one is going to be removing that gas tank. Plan is to take off the skid plate first. There's a couple bolts on this side, and I'll put a jack under it and take the bolts off the other side, let the skid plate down, and we'll get to see where the hole is. They put nuts behind them, of course. Hurt. You have to trust me on those two. Alright. Captured nut on the back side of that is no longer captured. Who says I'm risk averse? Alright, got him. I'm gonna get the fire extinguisher for this one. I think that explains the leaks. Hopefully the rest of the tank comes out easier than that part did. Assuming there are fewer new surprises, we should be able to get this tank down fairly easily. So cut a couple lines, those short rubber lines, and then the tank should drop out with a few bolts. They're all messed up anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. Gas in there smells horrible. Okay, new plan first. Exhaust is coming out. Here we go. down a bunch of pieces and fiddle farting with it. Because at this point, I feel like violence and force is the best way. Sort that out. Alright, while the batteries were charging, I removed the exhausts and the drive shaft, or if you're in Utah, the drive line apparently. Got these loosened up enough that I can get a ratchet or socket on them. Entirely as planned, but works for me. Violence and force. Good enough for the girls I go out with. Yeah, boy. What could possibly go wrong here? That's a day that went completely differently than planned. I'll take the bumper off tomorrow. Be bumper, doors, front end. Get as much of the body off of it as possible. Throw it all in the bed for now. That way I'll get to move it again later when we take the bed off. All right, have a good night, guys. And it's morning again. We're going back underneath to finish what we started yesterday, which was removing the rear bumper and the trailer hitch. All right, let's see how lucky we're gonna get today, or how much effort I'm gonna have to put into this in the future. Same for the other side. That one broke off. It's tightening, so this is loosening. That's how that's going to work. Unbelievable. No idea why they did it that way. But violence and force will take care of that problem. Let's go to the other side. This is probably my best opportunity of the day for getting hurt. In theory, it should fall right off. Ta-da! Oh, yeah, okay. That's a good stretch. Thank you for the kisses. Get down. So we got the back bumper off. Time to get the front bumper off. I built this about 2 years ago and installed it. It's my very first time welding. Not that you can tell. Hey, you got to start somewhere. That's what this truck is about. Took longer than I expected it to, but we got the fender off. This is where we coop all the extra sand, apparently. But it doesn't look bad. There's some rust up here. Surface rust, it looks like. All looks happy. This small hit here. This is bent back, but made it difficult getting it apart, but it was able to be done. All right, it'll be fun to find out how much of this actually stays with us.